Good morning and welcome to this AACS 15 coverage of the Attleboro Memorial Day Parade. I'm Paul Healy along with Heather Perica.
Good morning.
27-year Attleboro resident, 13 more years and you'll be a townie.
My kids are townies, so I get voted in a little bit for that.
But Heather, former famous bus driver in town, former city councilor, and now the president or Czarina of the Hebron Food Pantry.
Yes, that's me. It's good to be here. Thank you for inviting me today, you guys. This is a different perspective. I've walked in this parade probably 15 to 17 times over the course of my time here, so this is a great perspective.
And you never threw the Tootsie Rolls in my direction.
I did. I just didn't have good aim.
I forgive you. Hey, our Grand Marshal this year is Paul Pouliot. Tell us a little bit. You have copious notes. Thank you for preparing.
I like to come prepared. Sure. So Paul served in the Army for 23 years. He received 2 Bronze Stars in Vietnam with the 18th Engineer Brigade. I got to put my glasses on. Paul met his beautiful wife, Ingrid, in Germany. They were married for 48 years until her death in 2016. As a longtime resident of South Attleboro, his wife and family joined the German American Cultural Society in 1998, and he served as the board and on the board and as past president. I've had many a lovely evening with Paul Pouliot and his family down at the GAC, as we like to call it. Excellent beverages and bratwurst.
And he was telling us that when he met his lovely bride, she didn't speak a word of English.
Nope.
So much for communication being the key to a successful relationship.
Noted. No, he's such a wonderful gentleman, and actually, like I know his family, his daughter, I actually taught his grandchildren in CCD at St. John's School.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And they were able to overcome that.
They were.
Yes.
They were.
Wow.
We're making strides.
I know. It is a beautiful, beautiful spring morning. But of course, it's also allergy season. Are you prepared?
I'm double dosed. Thank you. I wasn't going to be on here with a runny nose and red itchy eyes all day. So.
Well, I'm Paul Healy along with Heather Perica. Our crew today, Dave Angel is on camera along with Austin Rickes. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge, and his son Noah is on top of the truck helping our crew out as well.
That's Noah?
Yes.
He's so grown up. Oh my gosh. Okay. I remember Jim calling me being like, so tell me about kindergarten school bus routines.
Wow.
How does that work? So that's funny.
He's in 8th grade now, and unlike me, the first time.
Oh.
Yes, for me, 8th grade was the best 3 years of my life.
Oh, my Lord.
The opening steps of the parade are getting ready to pass by here. We're right at the intersections of Park Street and County Street, or North Main Street and County Street, and Park Street. For those out-of-towners, where 152 meets 123.
There you go. There you go. Oh, look at it. It's really...
The color guard will lead the way up front. Led by the Attleboro Police. Now, they have promised to give us a heads up this year when they're going to fire off the guns or the military salutes.
Oh, good.
So we won't be as frightened. Here's the Attleboro Police Color Guard. I want to thank Mayor Kathleen D. Simone. Clerk Kate Jackson will be in the parade as well. Treasurer Laura Gignac and Collector Zeta Kiefer. And there's an old school Attleboro police car.
They're doing a nice job with the aims of the Tootsie Rolls
this
time. You know, the Attleboro Police Association, they're absolutely fantastic. They support so many in our community.
And there's Paul Pouliot.
There's Paul Pouliot. Hi, Paul. And Keith Jackson, Keith Jackson's husband, the Grand Marshal. Nice to see you.
And the happiest grandkids in the parade joining you in that front car.
Adorable.
And here we go.
Here comes the heart and soul of a Memorial Day parade. Woo.
Attleboro Veterans Group. Army, Navy, Marines, all represented.
Julie Hall, former city councilor.
Ah,
She's
yes.
marching today. Oh, there's a little friend of mine over there.
Well, you can shout the name out. And here comes
So
the Attleboro
Attleboro-
Veterans Float. Wow.
So great. Oh,
And
yeah.
there's Mayor Kathleen DeSimone.
Hi, and Laura Gignac
Yes.
getting a wave. Uh-oh, Jay Delicio's coming in.
Hey.
Hey, how are you? Nice to see you.
Hey, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. Good to
Thanks,
see
Jay.
you. Oh, Ty
Yes, we got-
Waterman. Good to see you.
Hi,
Adam
Ty.
Scanlon. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you.
Oh, thank
we
you
both
very
get
much.
dum-dums. That makes sense, Scott.
Pardon me? Yes, we will.
Hi. Oh, thank you so much. We're getting lots of treats and
Yes.
presents here at the table and a pin. Very
And
nice.
State Rep Jim Hawkins taking our picture if it doesn't break the camera. The
That was-
Attleboro Veteran Service van coming through. Ah. And here comes the veteran Prius driven by Glenn Jerome. You know, we got some lovely dum-dum lollipops here. Did you hear about the little boy who ordered something like $7,000 worth of dum-dum?
No.
Oh, yes.
I just thought it was Scott Domenici calling us names.
Right.
That's all.
Wow.
And the VFW car, that's
Yeah.
it's a Cadillac. It's
And-
like driving a sofa over there.
Yes. And the sticker's still on it. It's 17 miles a gallon. We got the Uncle Sam Jazz Band that just came by. And the Attleboro
Thank you
Elks
so
Lodge.
much.
Thank you.
So, Eddie Perica's grandmother always said the Elks, Attleboro Elks is number 1014.
Yes.
BPOE means the best people on earth.
Ah,
Oh, and the moose.
yes. The Attleboro Elks Lodge 1014. Sunday night bingo.
That's the largest bingo in our area.
Wow.
And do you know that there are over 800 elks, and they were established back in the late 1800s?
Wow.
I know. Little history for you.
Yes.
Here comes our sheriff's department. Sorry.
Oh, absolutely. Bristol County Sheriff's Department. Again, the sheriff's name no longer appearing on their vehicles, which is a good thing. It's
And there goes Paul Thoreau
yes.
with his dog.
Yes. Soshi, yeah. I hope he has plastic bags with him.
It would be helpful.
Yes. Is this the Bristol County Fife and Drum Corps? And they're loading their muskets, getting ready. I asked my father from 3rd grade to 8th grade to play drums, and he would never let me. You know, being one of 7 kids, the house was loud enough.
Yeah.
Only to find out years later that he was in the Fife and Drum Corps
Oh,
in
really?
Brooklyn, New York as a child.
Very interesting. So the Bristol County Fife and Drum, they have members from all over New England. Um,
1776, Bristol, Rhode Island.
They participate in parades and concerts in an effort to preserve historic music and strive to educate through parades and concerts.
Beautiful American Eagle on top of their Bristol Fife and Drum. And I believe this is the Hot Tamales featuring Greg McGrath coming through. Suddenly I'm hankering for Fritos corn chips, and I don't know why.
Well, of course, it wouldn't be anything spicy for you.
Right, exactly. The Hot Tamales. The favorite band of Speedy Gonzalez.
Do you know that they're famous for playing at every single one of the at-home Red Sox games since 1999?
Wow, I did not know that. A wealth of information.
Ah, yeah.
Another veteran coming through, trying to keep track of the vehicles here. Ooh, the chili pepper Jeep. Oh, this is the
Jeepers.
Exactly.
Yes.
The Metro West Jeepers, and they're having on June 28th the first annual A Big Duck Race
Oh, really?
that they're organizing with the Lions Club.
Fantastic.
Yes, you can buy one duck for $3, two for $5, and five for $15. And that'll be right in town. You toss them into the, I believe the 10 Mile River, and if your duck comes in first place, $500 gift card.
Nice. So these Jeeps are awesome. They all have their ducks lined up on their dashboard.
Yes.
For summer, Eddie and I had a Jeep, and we got a couple of those. It was a lot of fun.
Oh.
It's nice. It's nice to say. They leave a little note on it. It says, "You've been ducked."
Which is much better than the note, "You've been repossessed."
Exactly.
We the people. And then the banner, "You are not forgotten," which of course is the whole point of today, Memorial Day, one of the most solemn holidays that we all celebrate. The Freebird Jeep.
Oh, and behind them, the ever popular DJ Nate.
Oh, there it is.
You see him driving around town. He just parks over at Bliss
Yes.
and pulls out his music. It's a lot of fun. He does a great service for this community.
And a great bubble making machine there.
I have a thing for bubbles.
Oh,
I
yes.
do love them. They're so good.
DJ Nate Adams, DJ special at Comcast.net. Here come the girls. Oh, these are the brownies,
These
right?
are Girl Scouts.
We will never forget. We will never forget.
Daisies in the blue vest.
Oh, yes. Good morning. Give that officer some love right there. Good morning. God bless
Great
you.
turnout from the Girl Scouts today.
Good morning. Good morning.
Followed up by the Attleboro Boy Scouts. True. Yep.
I was just going to say, as president at Hebron Food Pantry, we work with the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts all the time. They do a lot of food drives and special projects for our clients. It works out really very, very well.
Troop 34, and I'm sure they teach all of the Boy Scouts. That was my number in high school football.
First thing they tell them when
Yes.
they walk through the door.
Here come the Cub Scouts, Troop 33.
So Troop 33 or Pack 33
Pack 33,
has
thank you.
Organized door-to-door food drives as well. So they help out at Christmas a lot. And the kids get a tour of the pantry and get to learn all about food insecurity and how to help our neighbors.
Here's Troop 1846 out of La Salette Shrine. Again, now it's Scouting America. There's our Attleboro Republican Party. Woof.
The Public Works. Ooh.
Caring friends of Attleboro seniors.
With the lovely Carol Katoya
Yes.
sitting right there
Yes.
with her crown, looking beautiful.
Oh, and there's Jan Waterman, Ty's lovely bride and the brains of the outfit.
With a lovely patriotic pinwheel, so nice.
The Attleboro 250th fireworks celebration accepting donations, and Morin's has generously agreed to match the donations to get fireworks back here in Attleboro this summer.
So that's Christy, the new director of Attleboro Recreation, driving, and there's Richard Conti, former city councilor, in the back, holding on to the eagle.
So she's taking over for Dennis Walsh.
Yes.
Attleboro Pride celebration coming up June 1st at City Hall. Boy, seen a lot of smiling faces, aren't we?
Well, it's a beautiful day to have a parade for sure.
Is that the New Liberty Jazz Band?
It looks like it is.
You know, there aren't enough tuba solos in music anymore.
I agree.
The Attleboro Titans Youth Lacrosse Organization.
There we go. Hi, guys. Very nice.
And boy, both the Attleboro boys and girls high school lacrosse teams have been outstanding lately, and much of the credit goes to the youth lacrosse program. Sport, you've got to start early.
Well, the three Parika children are proud alumni of Titan Youth Sports.
Alexandria Lentini leading them. Of course, two of your daughters played goaltender.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Let's pick the hardest and most challenging and heart-wrenching position.
Yes, at least in hockey, they let goaltenders wear padding, not so much lacrosse.
No. We do have a historic representation of that because at each of the proms, the girls were just covered in bruises.
Yes. Here's the New Liberty Jazz Band.
Well, and we get another tuba French horn? I don't know what that
is. NewLibertyJazzBand.com, followed by the Attleboro High School Marching Band. And again, I believe it was 2018 that Tamara Conniff, daughter of Ray Conniff, came to town. They made a big donation to the Attleboro High School Band for them to get new uniforms. Tony Viveros was a big part of that.
It's my friend Ruby right there. On the French horn, believe it or not. Do you know that participating in marching band, you actually earn a credit and a half per year?
Really?
Yeah.
And each member of the Attleboro High School Marching Band, all of them headed to either Harvard or Yale, with Princeton. And who's coming through here? And I believe this is the Attleboro Whitehawks football team and cheerleaders coming through.
Oh, let's go! I spent a lot of time in the stands. Maggie was a cheerleader, so. Those were fantastic times. That's such great memories we made. Being part of this whole organization, lovely.
Robbins Children's Program.
It's nice in the van there.
Yeah. Great tribute to a former Attleboro mayor. And here's the Attleboro Democratic Committee. They kept them properly separated from the Republican Committee, but on a day like this, hey,
right?
There we go. Tamara, yes. Likewise, congratulations. Yes.
Hi. there's Jackie Romanicki, and also Megan Domenici. Scott Domenici's significant other is holding the flag there.
And Ellen Farmer there, representing the gardeners involved with the Attleboro Democratic Committee. And here we go. We practice this pronunciation, Le Regiment Bourbonnais.
Well done.
Now, you have some history on them, don't
you?
you?
I do have a little. So they are dressed in garb from 17. It's a couple pages back, but from that period of time, they do it. All the guns, hats, coats, shoes, everything are as close as they can get to the original as possible.
And the Daughters of the American Revolution just came by, and I've got many of my cousins are members because they found out that one of our descendants, when he was 13 years old, lied about his age and joined the Continental Army.
Interesting.
There's the Attleboro chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution. There's the model of the house right on North Main Street. Illuminate for the youths in town into the arts.
They do great productions all season long. We actually share space with them at the Centenary Methodist Church. They're fundraising to get into the Union Theater.
Wow. And the Attleboro Public Library. Reading is a good thing.
Amy Rillinger, the director, she's right up front there with her cohort Joe. They do such a great job.
Level up at your library, the I Read Summer Reading Program. Go to ireadprogram.org.
That's Mrs. Brown holding the sign there. She does an amazing job with the kiddos. I love it. I bet you find it interesting that I always won the reading summer reading program to get that pizza party at the Moore Memorial Library up in Norwood when I was growing up. I was quite a reader. This is the Golf Association?
It's led by Bob Gay, the Attleboro Area Golf Association, one of the best local golf tournaments every year. I was going to say in the state of Massachusetts, heck, in all of New England. 4-day event.
They're actually hosting a women's clinic in June as well. And they operate out of a multitude of golf courses close by.
You know, the lovely Carol, she took golf lessons years ago. And you know golf lessons aren't going well when halfway through your third lesson, the instructor says, maybe you should try swinging left-handed. Attleboro still rocks, and yes, we do. Oh, there we go. Some big quality candies there.
Quality candy.
Tom Nelson has a show on AACS featuring local bands that still play. Of course, you have to go way back to Georgie Porgy in the 60s here in Attleboro, who brought long hair to Attleboro schools, and somehow they've overcome that. But July 12th is their Attleboro Still Rocks event this year. Oh, and here's the interfaith community.
Attleboro Interfaith Collaborative. They help with Food and Friends. They offer summer lunches to students when school is out. They also have daily hot meals all across the city of Attleboro, North Attleboro, Norton, and Mansfield. They do an amazing job.
Oh, these are some quality candies they're throwing out.
But there's this van right here is so pretty important to me.
The Hebron Food Pantry.
Hebron Food Pantry is coming through. We're doing great. There's Carissa. She's our executive director. Cody Reed, he's one of our amazing volunteers. Lori Scales is bringing me a little
gushers.
Chocolate.
Thank you very much.
Stuff. Amanda Bates, she is our secretary of the board. She's so amazing.
Now, we had a faux pas this morning, and the van almost didn't make it to the parade.
It did, but we're not going to talk about that. We're moving on. And this is Sue Forster. She's one of our very favorite volunteers. She's absolutely amazing with our clients. Everything works out, she says.
What do you mean the van's not here?
We're just going to forget that happened. It was fine. I didn't need that stress at 9:07 this morning.
And the amazing thing is the Hebron Food Pantry does some great work with you at the head of the organization.
Imagine that.
Didn't see that coming.
It's the people around me that make the organization great. So. And we do have healthy snacks that we're throwing out today, with minus this Reese's peanut butter.
Yes. Here comes many of the classic cars. Attleboro antique cars in the area. The Painter.
He's a Marine?
Yes. Followed up by a couple of Ford Mustangs. I was never cool enough to ride a Ford Mustang. Remember,
I have a story that's not fit for this radio program from my Ford Mustang.
I have one about a high school classmate who, because of his light blue convertible Mustang, dated way out of his weight class.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yes.
Looking good. I
Yeah.
love. What do you think of the new electric Mustangs? Have you seen those on the road? They're not here because these are the classics,
Yes.
but they look a little interesting
Well,
to me.
hybrid and green technology, it is the future. Here's an old-time classic car. Whoops. Wow. That's an old Continental. Ooh, the Dart Swinger.
Are we playing Punch Buggy today?
Oh, there it is. Ow. And the old Volkswagen Beetle. Remember how difficult those were to get into reverse? Over.
That car just blinked its lights at us. That was fun.
Ah. There's the classic Corvette.
So as part of being with the pantry, Mass Cruisers, they do cruise nights up at Gillette Stadium, and they benefit food pantries from all around. So every once in a while I get to go up there and have the front row spot for every vintage car that comes in. It's amazing. It's so much fun. I get a little lightheaded from the fumes,
Yes,
but other
exactly.
than that, it's fine.
Renegade Jeep. With the American flag in back. Got that headset adjusted, Heather?
Yeah, sorry about that.
No
I
problem.
don't know who wore this last. And people say I have a big head, but I really don't. They just keep falling off.
Ooh, GTO. The old Malibu, wow.
Oh, a Monte SS.
Monte Carlo.
That is beautiful. What a beautiful color.
The tires in that car are worth more than what I'm
The
driving
rims,
right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no bubble window on it, so I'm kind of not as happy.
But again, they're a social organization, but they do so much for charity, and as you mentioned,
Yeah.
the local food pantry efforts.
Oh, look at this one. In the rims, it says Monte Carlo SS.
Ooh.
Those are fancy.
The Thompson Realty Group. Bill Thompson Real Estate.
And Peanut, the general manager. The cat on the side
Oh.
of the truck. Very cute. Here, Thompson also does a lot of work around here with local nonprofits. They're pretty fantastic.
The Massachusetts Military Vehicle Collectors Club. Hudson, Massachusetts also has a large collection of military vehicles and tanks.
Interesting.
Former home of Governor Paul Cellucci.
I want to know where he parks this at home.
Pardon me?
I want to know where he parks this at
Yeah,
home.
really. Boy, remember when you were a little kid on the highway and a military convoy would go by, and that was like the coolest thing in the world. Troop carrier. Monday, May 26, 2025. Beautiful day. We've had some real scorchers in the past year, but today, beautiful marching weather.
I've had some experiences
Yes.
marching in this parade in the heat. Unpleasant. As Lori Scales was marching with Hebron Food Pantry, she's a former school committee member.
Yeah.
We were marching around. Oh my gosh, we were soaking wet. It was so awful. Oh, here comes Mark Cooper
Ah!
and the retired Attleboro Fire Department vehicle. His son Jeremiah created calendars of police and fire dogs and sold those at Christmas. They're amazing.
Wow.
He has one of the largest police and fire patch collections in the country.
Heather, I want to assure you those sirens are not coming after you. It's part of the parade.
Okay, thank you. I was getting ready to grab my purse. I don't have my good running sneakers on today.
Attleboro Fire Department. Ooh, the sirens in perfect harmony almost. Turn down our cry mic a little bit there.
Maybe.
So the parade this year started at the Willett School, comes down North Main Street, and then past the Larson Senior Center.
And then turns right on Wall Street. They had to make that adjustment a few years back because the big trucks couldn't make the turn here.
Yes. And then back onto North Main Street, back onto County Street, and they head towards Capron Park, where we'll have coverage of the post-parade ceremonies. The ladder truck, which takes 2 drivers to navigate the streets.
Attleboro firefighters are pretty amazing. We actually, again, I hate to keep referencing the Hebron Food Pantry,
yes.
but we don't have a delivery service. However, if we have a client in need that needs food, all I have to do is give them a call and they'll pick up a box of food. What's great about that is because one of the services that the fire department provides is that they go and do a wellness check. They make sure that their exhaust pipes are dug out and things like that. It's a good program. Getting that one-on-one individual service with the fire department, they're really fantastic.
My nephew Jackson, a member of the Worcester Fire Department. So that's pretty much going to wrap up our coverage here in downtown Attleboro. Again, we will have coverage of the post-parade ceremonies at Capron Park. What a beautiful day, what a fun parade. Again, turn down the crowd, Mike. It's a wonderful day, lot of smiles, but again, this is also a solemn day, a day to remember all of those who gave their lives in the service of our military for our freedoms, and so that we could be here today enjoying such a beautiful event. So enjoy your day with your families. Get outside, celebrate, but remember those who gave their lives so we can make all of this possible. Want to thank you all for joining us. Heather, great job with your 3 pages worth of notes.
I couldn't help myself. I needed to be prepared. Thank you so much for inviting me. This is a blast.
Yes.
And maybe we could do it again sometime.
I certainly hope we can next year.
Pontificating with Paul and Parika. Here we are.
Well, I'm Paul Healy. This is Heather Parika, Dave Angel and Austin Ricketts, and Noah Jones on camera. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge. Thank you so much for joining us this morning for the Attleboro Memorial Day Parade.